Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Mock Draft Monday, Pittsburgh Steelers 2025 Mock Draft, April 7 by Jonathan Heitritter, posted on April 7, 2025 at 7:15 a.m. The Pittsburgh Steelers are trying to bolster its roster in hopes of having a better chance to compete in the postseason next year. Given their needs and talent in this draft class, here is another mock draft that projects players the Steelers may be interested in. Round 1, number 21 overall, Kenneth Grant/DL/Michigan. The Steelers need to bulk up their defensive line, and a prime candidate they could target on day 1 is Michigan DL Kenneth Grant. The 6'4", 331-pounder is a menace in the middle, having posted 32 total tackles, 7 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks in 2024. Grant is a stout run defender who possesses the size and strength to overwhelm blockers at the point of attack. He also has sneaky athleticism at that size, making him a competent pass rusher as well. Pairing Grant with Cameron Hayward and Keanu Benton would give Pittsburgh a formidable trio inside to bolster a run defense that struggled at the end of last season. Our latest videos. Round 3, number 83 overall, Caleb Johnson/RB/Iowa. Pittsburgh may need add a feature back after losing Najee Harris in free agency to the Los Angeles Chargers. The Steelers signed Kenneth Gainwell but could use a back with better size to round out their backfield. Enter Iowa RB Caleb Johnson. He is projected to go a little higher than here in the middle of the 3rd round, but his testing at the NFL Combine wasn't exceptional. That may depress his draft stock. Still, the 6'1", 224-pound Johnson is a quality rusher with the size that Pittsburgh desires in its feature backs. He displays good patience, burst, and can catch the ball out of the backfield, making him a potential lead back in a committee with Jaylen Warren and Gainwell. Round 4, number 123 overall, Saivion Jones/edge/LSU. The Pittsburgh Steelers could look to bolster their edge depth after cutting OLB Preston Smith. LSU edge Saivion Jones has a similar build to Smith at 6,053, 280 pounds with good length. He excels at setting the edge against the run while winning with his bull rush and bend as a pass rusher. Jones also saw some time inside as a 5-tech during the Senior Bowl and held his own there. He can be brought in as a traditional stand-up edge rusher who can tride inside after adding some weight to give Pittsburgh an athletic 5-tech who can play up and down the line of scrimmage. Round 5, number 156 overall, Upton Stout/CB/Western Kentucky. The Steelers could look to add more competition at nickel cornerback, and Western Kentucky's Upton Stout fits the bill at this point in the draft. Stout lacks ideal length and size, 5,084, 181 pounds, but he makes up for it with his play demeanor and aggressiveness. He is a physical corner who is active in run support with the combativeness in coverage that Pittsburgh desires in its nickel defenders. Stout can compete with Beanie Bishop Jr. for the slot role and still contribute in dime packages and on special teams. Should he prove to be a quality gunner, Stout can secure a roster spot and look to expand his role on the defensive side of the ball within his first season or 2 in the league. Round 6, number 185 overall, Jalen Travis/OT/Iowa State. Right now, the Steelers' depth chart at offensive tackle behind Broderick Jones and Troy Fautanu is rather thin. While expectations are that they will add a veteran in free agency, turning to the draft may be wise considering that Jones will be heading into year 4 of his deal in 2026. Enter Iowa State's Jalen Travis, who played both left and right tackle in college. He has great size and length at 6,076, 339 pounds with nearly 35-inch arms. He is a capable run blocker who also flashes in pass protection but still needs to develop different intricacies of his game to be a reliable contributor at the next level. Travis can compete for the swing tackle role as a rookie with the upside to become a starter down the road. Round 7, number 229 overall, Riley Leonard/QB/Notre Dame. The Steelers close out the draft by adding depth at quarterback in Notre Dame's Riley Leonard. In this scenario, Pittsburgh has added another capable starting option, i.e. Aaron Rodgers, while also having Mason Rudolph as the number 2 behind him, giving the team the chance to add a late-round rookie to groom. Leonard is a quality player, having good size and athleticism, 6'4", 216 pounds, for the position. He was a problem for opposing teams on the ground, rushing for over 900 yards last season. He has room to grow as a passer, needing to work on his accuracy and delivery. But he has the arm talent and the poise to become a good backup/spot starter in the league with time. First call, Steelers among teams with most interest in QB Jackson Dart, Penn Stars congratulate Alex Ovechkin. Monday's first call has congratulations for Alex Ovechkin from the Pittsburgh Penguins' biggest stars. The Steelers appear intrigued by a quarterback prospect in this year's NFL draft. The St. Louis Cardinals make their first visit to Pittsburgh this week. We honor the life of a former Steeler who died over the weekend, and we acknowledge another ex-Steeler who is tearing up the UFL. Stick taps for Ovi. In response to Alex Ovechkin breaking Wayne Gretzky's NHL goal-scoring record, both Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin recorded videos of congratulations for their longtime rival in Washington. "It's been an honor to compete against you for all these years," Crosby said via the Penguins' X account. "Over that time, you've accomplished so many milestones, but this one was probably thought to be impossible, and you found a way to do it. Congratulations on scoring the most goals in NHL history. Hope you have a great night celebrating with your friends and family." Speaking in Russian, Malkin expressed similar praise for his NHL countrymen. "Ovi, this is a true feat today, you have made history," Malkin said. "This was one of the hardest records in all of hockey, and today you have broken it. From the bottom of my heart, I congratulate you, your friends, your family and your teammates. Continue making us proud." Ovechkin scored his historic goal number 895 against the New York Islanders on a power play Sunday afternoon. Throwing a dart. The Steelers are among the teams who have spent the most time with Mississippi quarterback Jackson Dart in the pre-draft process. That's the word from the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport over the weekend. Dart was in Pittsburgh on Friday for an official visit. Rappaport says the Giants, Browns, and Saints have also spent a lot of time getting to know Dart. Rappaport added that the trip to Pittsburgh was Dart's last scheduled pre-draft visit. ESPN.com ranks Dart as the third best QB on the draft board and 28th best prospect overall. During his final season at Ole Miss, Dart accounted for 4,279 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He was sacked 28 times and completed 69% of his passes, averaging 10.8 yards per attempt. Kane is able. Last week, it was former Steelers running back Kalen Ballage who posted the UFL's biggest highlight with a league-record touchdown run of 77 yards for the Arlington Renegades. This week, ex-Steelers wide receiver Deon Cain put up a 52-yard touchdown reception from Matt Corral as part of a 21-12 victory for the Birmingham Stallions over the Michigan Panthers. Steelers rumors. Insider gives another optimistic Aaron Rodgers update. The Aaron Rodgers free agency saga has dragged on into April now, even though there is a clear likely destination. The Pittsburgh Steelers are still the front-runners to land Rodgers despite a drawn-out free agency that has been quiet in recent weeks. Despite the lack of noise surrounding the two parties, the Steelers still feel pretty good about their chances of landing a future Hall of Fame quarterback, according to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler on SportsCenter. "I'm told from the Steelers they do remain optimistic, but nothing has changed from when Art Rooney, team president, addressed the media at the owners' meetings on Tuesday that they feel good about this shaking out that Rodgers will be a Pittsburgh Steeler," Fowler said, per Scott Polacek of Bleacher Report. Part of the reason the Steelers will still feel good about their chances of landing Rodgers is because most of the other possible landing spots have already filled their quarterback vacancies. The New York Giants have signed both Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson, and other teams such as the Seattle Seahawks and Tennessee Titans both seem to have their next moves at quarterback planned out. Rodgers could also opt to retire from football instead of playing with the Steelers, but that would be a pretty drastic 180 from where he was just a month or so ago. As it stands, the Steelers and Rodgers seem like as good of a match as he is going to find on paper. Rodgers could use a team with a good ecosystem around him as he finishes up his career, and the Steelers can provide a good defense, a solid play caller in Arthur Smith, and two talented wide receivers in George Pickens and DK Metcalf. From the other side, Rodgers would be an upgrade for the Steelers at quarterback after the lackluster play that they got from both Justin Fields and Russell Wilson at the position last season. Whether Aaron Rodgers would actually be able to turn the Steelers into a Super Bowl contender remains to be seen, but he is as good of a chance as they have at the moment, which makes this a smart risk to take. Troy Finnegan is a senior editor and college sports lead at Clutch Points. He graduated from the University of Colorado Boulder in 2023 with a degree in journalism and minors in communications and sports media, as well as a critical sports studies certificate. Are you a fan? What do you think of Aaron Rodgers' situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.